Alright, let's try it again. This is Wax Neighborhood Walk. It's a newer track released by Wax. I was wondering where the fuck he was at. I could even demonetize myself for cursing out in the first
I'm from a small
minute.
suburban town in Maryland.
Can't curse in the first
went
minute.
back to visit my family and took a walk around the old neighborhood and wrote this. I was visiting my dad in the state of MD. We're sitting on the couch watching AMC. He's still at the house in which he raised me. Still spends most of his time watching TV. An old western or a musical with Fred Astaire. Every commercial they're talking about Medicare. JJ from Good Times is the spokesman. I wonder how much cash it took for them to coax him into doing it. Times change, people age, both in real life and on the airwaves. I got up off the couch, walked out the front door. My old neighborhood I had an urge to explore. Up the driveway to the cul-de-sac.
There's a lot of campy shit this week.
All came back. Nostalgia ran through me and it tickled my soul. Took a deep breath and embarked on a stroll. A longtime resident sees me and waves from his driveway. I remember the day it was paved. The asphalt is cracking at a similar rate and in a similar design as the lines on his face. He said his wife had passed and he asked me to pardon him for the unkempt state that his yard was in. See, he kept the grass cut, but she had done the garden, and the large amount of weeds told the story of how hard it's been. It was nice talking to you, I told him, then I kept on walking. The next house down was very familiar. A memory played in my brain with an old movie filter. A scene of when my childhood friend lived there. I see the old couch, the old tables and chairs. I see my friend as a child, his mother and his siblings. A family from the past that once really existed. If I dreamt it all, it wouldn't be much different. I passed by several houses in a row. Each one reminds me of a person I know. The rental property where they just let the weeds grow is like my homie Matt, who kinda let himself go. Shutters, shingles, siding, and bricks. Some are like new, some really need to be fixed. Normal wear and tear as a house gets older. A squeaky sliding door kinda reminds me of my shoulder. A teenage kid drives by way too fast. Rebellious music of his generation on blast. Very reminiscent of myself of the past. The drums are more trappy, but the rap's just as crass. Mile after mile, my childhood is embedded in everything that I pass. The green street signs may be starting to rust, but the grass is the same shade of green, it's lush. It complements the yellow on the passing school bus as it slows down out the red stop sign juts. And the door of the bus is like my tear ducts. My eyes water up and out the kids jump. Each hit the street as the tears hit my cheek. I can't explain why it makes me cry, I'm just weak. The sun starts dropping, the sky gets less bright. The street lights all start to light. Pretty soon I'll be in the street light stage of my life, where I start heading home and day turns to night. I won't be around, but this neighborhood might. Along with the song I was able to write. That walk built me up quite a healthy appetite. I'm so lucky I get to have dinner with my dad tonight.
That was dope. I like that. That was a great track. That was cool. That was real cool.
Nice, smooth, positive.
So I told you Wax was dope. I told you.
Just like
that was smooth.
Vibe.
That was smooth.
That was smooth.
That was smooth. Very relatable. Especially
to who? I'm from the
older
projects, nigga. Fuck you, mean, nigga.
Well, just like the shit changing. That aspect of getting old.
Going home to have dinner with my dad. You know how many people wish they would see some shit like that. I respect it. That is beautiful.
Well, you replace dad with somebody else. Anybody. Definitely seeing friends that had let themselves go and shit.
Just life, yeah, bro.
Yeah, life do that. Life do that. Alright. That was Neighborhood Walk by Wax. Smacking flies.